Hi, guess what? You're dead, and this is your funeral. And you know what? You were a pretty cool guy. I remember the time you used my blow dryer as a toilet, and I turned it on. I was trying to blow dry my mustache, but I got blasted in the face by a bunch of freshly made feces, and it smelled like a skunk that's been raped by a shit covered with football bat, and then beaten with hammers, and it looked like the toxic Avenger blowing his own penis while also going diarrhea into his own mouth. I remember how you were never afraid of being naked. You weren't afraid to pull your pants all the way down when using a public urinal. You weren't afraid of pulling your penis out in the middle of an argument. You always told me that my mouth was like a gaping vagina, that it was constantly telepathically telling you to shove zucchinis into it. I had really wished that my mouth would stop telling you to do this. I told you once that spending quality time with you was like breastfeeding a possessed pre-shredder, and you jumped up off the sofa and punched me in my mouth, knocking 3 of my teeth loose. It was just tough love. You beat the living hell out of me all the time, and I have to admit, I developed a little bit of a bro crush on you. You would beat my ass with your awesome karate moves, and I would get erections. I remember you farting out of your wiener once, and it was truly amazing, because you shouldn't be able to do that, but I had bet you that you couldn't do it, and I lost, so I had to blow your penis in front of my wife and kids. That is a true story right there. And I remember how you would always mail your soiled underwear to my house, and it was disgusting, but I respected you. I remember us arguing one time about whether or not fish enjoy sucking penis. You got pissed off, and you pulled your penis out, and I knew to shut the fuck up. Yeah, I remember the first time you raped me. It was on a public bus, and you tricked me into picking up a nickel that was on the floor, but you had glued it there earlier in the day, and your hellish penis exploded out of your running shorts, and it stabbed through my jeans like a hot iron rod stabbing into a Twinkie, and it plunged deep into my asshole, and I remember my head slamming into the back of a bus seat with each punishing thrust, and you were like a Quaker lady who just did a bunch of speed and drank 20 Jolt Colas, and is now churning butter like some kind of freaking lunatic. I remember how everyone on the bus cheered you on. I remember screaming, and the feeling of terror was comparable to that of shoving a Lego robot up into my asshole, and then upon pulling it out, finding that it is missing a bunch of pieces, because that means another embarrassing and expensive hospital trip. But that was you, and you were my friend. I don't know why you had to pour liquid Drano into your asshole and eat all those lit fireworks, but I love you, we all do, so with a heavy heart, and with this soda can that I just filled with piss, I pour this on your body, and I bid you farewell, farewell, and good night, sweet prince.